Hello students, good afternoon. Today we are going to discuss Jane Austen's very famous novel Pride and Prejudice. So here we are discussing characters and relationships. In Jane Austen's novel Pride and Prejudice, the characters and their relationships are central to the plot. So novel is Pride and Prejudice. Let us see, the story primarily focuses on the Bennet family. So please take care. Then in this novel, Bennet family is the main family and they are a landed gentry family with a modest income, and Bennet family has a modest income. The family consists of Mr. and Mrs. Bennet and their 5 daughters. So here Mr. Bennet and Mrs. Bennet and their 5 daughters, right? 5 daughters. First daughter is, we should know, that's a Jane, then Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine or Kitty, and Lydia. So Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine or Kitty and Lydia. These are the 5 daughters in Bennet family. Now the main characters and their family connections are. So main characters, the Bennet family. The Bennet family at the center of the novel. So we should remember that this is the Bennet family and they are the center of the novel. The estate Longbourn. Please remember, that's a place, name of the place, that's it is, actions are going to be taken in Longbourn, and is entailed, meaning it can only be inherited by a male heir. So that is because in Bennet family no male child is there, and that is why the property will be inherited to a male heir. This creates a precarious situation for the Bennet sisters, as the estate will pass to distant cousin. So problem is that estate will be passed, that state will be passed to distant cousin Mr. Colin. So Mr. Colin is the distant cousin of Bennet sisters. So because no male child in the Bennet family, that's why property will be inherited to Mr. Collins after Mr. Bennet's death. This is decided. Now we'll discuss the main characters. So Elizabeth Bennet, she is the female protagonist, right? The protagonist of the novel, she is the second eldest of the 5 Bennet daughters, right? So she is second eldest in Bennet daughters and her father's favorite, and she is favorite child of her father. Now she is known for her intelligence, wit and strong-willed. She is intelligent girl, witty and strong-willed. She eventually marries, at last she marries with Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy. So you just have to remember the main characters, that's Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy. So who is Darcy? So Fitzwilliam Darcy, the main protagonist and a very wealthy landowner. So please take care, he's the male protagonist and very wealthy landowner. But he is a proud and initially aloof character who is a close friend of Charles Bingley. And Charles Bingley and Fitzwilliam Darcy, they are the close friends. And Fitzwilliam Darcy is the nephew of Lady Catherine. So please take care. William Darcy is the nephew of Lady Catherine de Boroughs. His younger sister is Georgiana Darcy. So here we have seen that's a Bennet family, 5 daughters, right? 5 daughters: Jane, Elizabeth, then Mary, then Kitty or Catherine, and then Lydia. These are from Bennet family. Then number 2 we have seen that's the Elizabeth. She is the female protagonist, right? Second elderly daughter of Bennet family. Number 3 we have seen Fitzwilliam Darcy, right? So that's a Fitzwilliam Darcy. Who is Fitzwilliam Darcy? So here I am writing Darcy only. Darcy. Darcy is the nephew of Lady de Boroughs, right? De Boroughs. And Darcy's sister is Georgiana, right? So she is Georgiana Darcy. Till now we have discussed these characters. Now come to the first daughter of Bennet family. That's a Jane Bennet, the eldest and most beautiful of Bennet sisters. So she is the eldest daughter and most beautiful daughter in Bennet family, and she is kind and gentle, right? So by nature she is very kind and gentle and falls in love with Charles Bingley. So at last there we'll see that Jane plus this is the first couple and Charles Bingley. This will be the first couple. Now moving to who is Charles Bingley. So Charles Bingley, a wealthy, good-natured gentleman. He is, of course, he is wealthy and good-natured gentleman who rents the estate of Netherfield. Please take care that he comes to live in the Netherfield Park, which is nearly Bennet family's home. Now, he is brother of Caroline Bingley and Mrs. Hertz. Why? Because Mrs. Hertz is married and Caroline Bingley is unmarried, right? And is a close friend of Fitzwilliam Darcy. So in the Netherfield Park, who is coming? Charles Bingley, right? And Caroline Bingley, sister Caroline Bingley, and her one more sister is Hertz, right? Mrs. Hertz, and their close friend Fitzwilliam Darcy. Now next character is Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins is pompous clergyman. He is boastful, right? He is pompous clergyman and the distant cousin of Mr. Bennet, and he is the distant cousin of Mr. Bennet. As the male heir, he is set to inherit the Bennet estate, as we know that he is going to be inherited Mr. Bennet's property. He proposes to Elizabeth, is rejected, and later marries her best friend Charlotte Lucas. So Mr. Collins is Mr. Bennet's cousin, and he proposes Elizabeth, but she refuses. So he gets married with Charlotte Lucas, and she is the close friend of Elizabeth, right? Okay. Now characters and relationship. In Jane Austen's novel Pride and Prejudice, the characters and their relationships are very important, so that the main then next character is George Wickham, a handsome but dishonest militia officer. George Wickham. Next character is George Wickham, and he is very much handsome and militia officer with a scandalous past involving Mr. Darcy's family. But he has some scandal with Mr. Darcy's family. He elopes with youngest daughter Bennett, in Bennett family youngest daughter's Lydia. So he elopes with Lydia before being compelled to marry her. And then what happened? That finally they get married. So at last we get three couples. First is Jane and Mr. Bingley, right? Charles Bingley, Jane and Charles Bingley. Number two couple is of course hero heroine Elizabeth and Fitzwilliam Darcy. And number three, George Wickham and Lydia Bennet, right? And fourth couple is Mr. Collins, who is Mr. Bennet's cousin, and Charlotte Lucas. So this is different from Bennet family. Anyway, now Lady Catherine de Bourgh, a very wealthy, aristocratic woman who is Mr. Darcy's aunt and patroness of Mr. Colin. And she is patroness of Mr. Collins, and she is arrogant and domineer, right? So this is the introduction of Lady Catherine de Bourgh. The main relationships in the novel can be visualized in a family tree which illustrates various connections. The Bennet sisters are all siblings, while Mr. Collins is their cousin. Mr. Darcy and Lady Catherine are also related. How Lady Catherine is Mr. Darcy's auntie, or we can say that uh, Mr. Darcy's Lady Catherine took care of Mr. Darcy and also related, right? So they are related, as are Mr. Bingley, his sisters, and Mr. Hertz. Mr. Bingley and his sisters, two sisters, Caroline Bingley, unmarried, and married sister is Mrs. Hertz, right? And the Gardiner family, here I didn't discuss. The Gardiner's family is there, and they are Mr. Bennet's in-laws, also play a significant role as a positive influence on the Bennet sister. They are very good family, Mr. Gardiner. So here we have discussed in a short about characters and relationships of characters, like what relationship they have. So this is something, a very short video on characters and their relationships in Pride and Prejudice. Thank you so much.